Both sides say they want to see justice prevail. Now, Stephanie Haynes has been in the courtroom all day observing the jury selection process. She joins us now live with the latest on where things stand. Stephanie.
Well, Shannon, no jury yet. Right now, some of them are getting interviewed individually by the judge and attorneys in a private room. Throughout the day, they dismissed about 25 of them for various reasons. And the whole time, Kyle Rittenhouse watching closely and taking notes. On the first day of his trial, Kyle Rittenhouse watched hours of jury selection. The 18-year-old is charged with shooting 3 men, killing 2 in the unrest following the police shooting of Jacob Blake in August 2020. His family was in court and sat towards the back.
The defendant in this case is a gentleman by the name of Kyle Rittenhouse.
Judge Bruce Schrader called for a pool of 150 jurors. Close to 100 were inside the court. They listened as the judge asked them to put aside all media or opinions about the case and consider only the evidence at court.
Is there anybody who hasn't read or heard anything about this case?
Some told the judge they believe they are capable of setting any preconceived thoughts aside, but some others say they didn't think they could, and some of those were dismissed. Both defense attorneys and prosecutors got to ask their questions too. Our cameras were only able to capture their sound.
How many of you yourselves personally took steps to protect yourself, your family, your home, your business during that period of time?
Is there anybody here who would find him less credible simply because he is charged in this case?
Judge Schrader expressed his determination to make sure the trial is fair.
I said before, if I didn't say it, I'll say it again. This is not a political trial. I want this case to reflect the greatness of Kenosha and the fairness of Kenosha.
One thing I want to point out is several jurors brought up concerns about being on the jury, just about the pressure of the case and anxiety about what the reaction from the community would be when the verdict comes in. At last check, that jury is trending mostly white, half men, half women, a wide range of ages and jobs. The goal is to get to 20 jurors, and 8 of them will be selected as alternates, but only right before they go into deliberations. Shannon, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Stephanie, thank you for that update. Now, Judge Bruce Schroeder will choose 34 jurors to move forward. Then the defense and the prosecution will both be allowed to dismiss 7 jurors each. Given the national exposure of this case, criminal defense attorney Patrick Cafferty says lawyers on both sides will likely focus on the jurors' political beliefs.
The state is likely to want people who are Democratic leaning, urbanites, maybe women. And I say that all based on what people have expressed as their views as this is played out in the media. The defense is likely to be focused on people who vote Republican, people who are from more rural areas. Those folks tend to be more pro Second Amendment, and men who have expressed favor about their perception that Kyle was acting in self-defense when he did what he did.
You'll want to stay with us because coming up on TMJ4 News at 6, we will go in depth on the jury selection process and the main factors behind choosing the final 12. TMJ4 News will bring legal experts to provide context as well as perspective during this trial. Attorney Jonathan Lavoie from the law firm of Kim and Lavoie will join us tonight and each night of the trial at 6 o'clock. That's all for now. I'll have more coming up at 6, Carol. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
And we'll be watching you at 6. Shannon, thank you very much. And our partners at Court TV are airing the trial of Kyle Rittenhouse, and you can watch the gavel-to-gavel coverage live on over-the-air channel 4.3.